Hi everybody, thanks for having me today on this rainy Friday. I'm here to talk about the Innovation Connect program, which is one of our flagship innovation programs that the ACT government delivers. Can I just ask how many people know about Innovation Connect already? A few. Anybody ever applied for an Innovation Connect grant?
Do they know it was the ICON?
ICON or the ICON grant? Look, it's as I said, one of our flagship innovation programs, which I'm responsible for. My name's Glen, Hassett, and I look after the business programs team in the business development area of the Economic Development Directorate. We run a series of programs across three themes: business support and advice services, trade development activities, and then innovation. And I think that Innovation Connect is one of the really fun things that we do that's had quite an impact in the market over the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. So, you know, in the context of the ACT government, it's a fairly significant investment of $650,000 per year. And in the context of Australian governments or state and territory governments, I don't think there's another program that's quite like Innovation Connect or ICON out there. So this government's really putting its money where its policy is, and that's around really promoting innovation and entrepreneurship. So the idea of the program is to fund or progress novel solutions with commercial potential to advanced commercialisation funding, like Commercialisation Australia that Janet was just talking about, and also private equity funds. As I just said, the program objectives, basically the program emerged after an innovation audit that we did in about 2007, and that audit found that there was a real market gap or failure in the commercialisation pathway in Canberra, and that was at the very early high-risk part of the path, and that's where the program came from. So we really wanted a program that would bridge the gap between the early sort of proof of concept stage and more advanced programs like Commercialisation Australia, Business Angels and private equity funding. So this is a bit of background. Established in 2008. In 2010-11 the budget reaffirmed the commitment, so it's now funded out to 30 June 2015. We've received over 300 applications since 2008 for funds seeking 9.5 million. To date we've funded 127 applications and over $3 million of grant funding has gone out the door. And with the follow-on contributions or match funding requirements, that's over double the investment. Here's the eligibility criteria. It's for businesses, Canberra-based businesses with a turnover of less than $2 million. You must have a registered business. You must have a proposal for a new innovative product or solution, and you must be able to demonstrate what the economic impact or the benefits to the ACT economy will be if your project is supported. ICON has 3 funding streams: proof of technology, which I'll go into a bit, each of these a bit in a minute, the accelerating innovation, and in 2011 we also implemented a new stream, clean technology stream. We'll just go through them now. The proof of technology stream is probably the main one. It's where we get the most of the applications. It's for grants between $5,000 and $50,000 matched. The funding is for the development of prototypes or proof of concepts, and it's to develop a technology plan or a business case that demonstrates that the project's commercially viable to then move on to more advanced funding opportunities. The accelerating innovation stream is a smaller grant between $5,000 and $10,000. It's aimed at startup companies that have proven the commercial viability of a solution, but it's then to help them get either commercialisation training or help with IP strategies or legal advice, something that's going to advance the proven technology to the marketplace. The clean technology stream, that's also has grants of up to $50,000, and $150,000 of the $650,000 was set aside in 2011. Sorry, it was actually an addition to the pool of funds of $150,000. Is set aside for what we call clean technology applications and projects, and there's a list there of what they seek to do, but improve environmental quality, lead to the development of new clean technologies, generate lower emissions, develop waste management technologies, things like that. So this is the application process for the proof of technology and clean technology grants. They're assessed through a competitive process. We have about 4 rounds a year, and I'll go through the steps for applications for that stream. On the accelerating innovation grants, they're assessed in-house on an ongoing basis, and between the executive in business development and the client manager working the program, we assess those internally.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
Can you just go back to that previous slide? Just can you give us an example of what the accelerating innovation grants might be for?
To put in a patent application, for example, so to get some IP protection, something like that. Yeah. In fact, that's probably where most of those applications come from, around protecting IP.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so this is the process for the proof of technology and clean technology streams. Basically, an applicant submits an expression of interest. The forms are on the website. Then you'll meet with client managers to go through the project, and an assessment's made whether that should progress to a formal application. And once notified, an applicant submits a formal application, and if assessed as suitable, you'll be asked to present to a pitching panel, basically. That goes on.
That resides within government, right?
No, it doesn't actually, Stavros, but I'll get to that in 1 second. If you're successful through the pitching panel process, then you enter into a deed of agreement with the ACT government, and we set a series of milestones for you to achieve through the delivery of your project. So, so the culmination of the application process is the panel presentation. We have an independent panel of about 7 or 8. Changed a little bit, but mentors in the ecosystem who have been successful in commercialising technology or solutions. So it's quite a prestigious panel. It has people like Murray Rankin on it, David Gall, Sylvia Tulloch, just trying to remember them all, Anna Pino, Michelle Melbourne. And it's a sort of a fairly big deal to make a pitch to this panel. What we're looking for in your pitch to the panel is that you understand what you're talking about. You have deep domain knowledge, that you can talk about the opportunity confidently, and that you know what you're on about. Secondly, you need to demonstrate that there's a commercial opportunity to the panel. It's fine to have a great idea, but how you monetise it is significantly important. So the panel looks for your understanding of how you're going to make money out of your project. And the third thing is that we want to see that you're investing in your project as well, or you've got the support of your family, friends or fools. It's not a free ride, and so we want to see that you've got skin in the game as well. And once an application has been notified, as I said before, we negotiate a deed of agreement, and milestones are stepped for you to deliver your project, and you work with your client manager basically through the period of your deed of agreement to the culmination of your project, basically. So for more information, it's all on the website, business.act.gov.au. And I've just got a few examples of some companies or some projects that have gone through in recent times. QHOP is a really interesting app and system that is trying to eradicate the need for queues, particularly at big events like the football at Bruce Stadium. So it enables you to order food or drinks through your mobile phone and tells you, when just to move from your seat to go and pick up your stuff from the restaurant or wherever it is.
And don't forget, there's a pitch for them. Everybody will be able to use it to order from Brotburger
Yes, Brotburger.
very, very soon.
Yeah.
It's about to come online, so you won't have to stand in long queues at Brotburger. You'll be able to do it from the car and order it and have it ready when you get there to pick it up. So it's just about to come online at Brotburger as their first real live test site.
It sounds pretty simple, but there's some very
There's
deep
a doctor-
algorithms.
Exactly, the person behind it is a doctor of mathematics, so.
So that's an exciting project that is, as we've just said, is it's getting out in the commercial world now.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
What category would that fall into?
Proof of technology. That was the proof of technology stream. Stage bits. Stage bits we funded about a year and a half, 2 years ago. This is a really exciting business and the perfect demonstration of somebody with deep domain knowledge. This solution tries to fix and tries to maximise the opportunities that production companies, theatres have in managing their what are they called?
Costumes and
And sets, props.
Inventory.
Yes.
Inventory.
And it's just incredible how much inventory and props is sitting around in warehouses around Australia and the world being underutilised or not used or not maximised. And Stage Bits has made a business out of those theatre, movies, production houses putting their inventory online so that other production places can use it for a cost. It's a really clever idea. When we first heard it, we thought, how are you going to make money out of this? But
She's doing a great job.
yeah, it's amazing. And that's it. No, I thought I had three.